think it's June 11th. And wait for this train to go. I've been working in the back again. And I have the camera held at the right angle to see Little Bear, my neighbor's cat. And I think he is hunting something out. He's a good hunter. I don't know how long he's going to take. I don't wait to see what it is. I think I might step back a little bit while he does that. I hope he doesn't get hurt because whatever it is in the brambleberries. And I think there's a lot of animals because there's actually a little den, several dens back here. So yeah, Little Bear's decided that he likes this garden and he's gonna stay. He's been with me for about an hour while I garden, and he definitely has his own opinion. He didn't like it when I put these tall tomato cages out. He didn't like that at all. And then I was working on making a bird bath out of dishes. He hated that. He jumped on my back and would not get off. I've never seen a cat do that. Okay, so what do we have that's new? We're slowly adding a lot of herbs. So here's the oregano, the lemon balm that I put in last year. Here's a lavender, one of like 4 different lavenders that I put in this year. Here's just some basil, and actually I just got that from Trader Joe's for $1.99. So it's one of those ones that's living that they grow for you to take home, I guess, to have fresh herbs, but it's cheaper than what I could get in the plant store. So my beans, these are the beans that I planted in pots. They're really easy to grow, but I planted them in pots so I can not have to thin them out and they can go exactly where I need them to go. Here's a new perennial that I put in. It's a lupin, and at the end is a rosemary that I put in. Here's my squash, what I decided to do. Let me sit up because he'll jump on me. You didn't get it, Little Bear? You didn't get whatever you're supposed to get? Where's your little goat friends? Where's your goats? Yeah, where's the goats and the other cats? Okay, so yeah, I put in 3 squash. I've never really grown them over the compost, but I'm thinking that might be a good idea, and I'm running out of space back here. I do have space still at the community garden. I have to totally reseed that. I hope that Little Bear does not dig my stuff out. I don't think that it's him that does that. I just added this today. It's just another drawer that I found on the street. And they last me about, at the most, 2 years. But what I like about them is that they just self-decompose. So as long as they don't have anything like painted on them, I just let them rot or put them in the compost, and they just, in like 6 months, especially if it's wet, if you have wet weather, it totally, not dissolves, but comes apart really good. Okay, this is my milkweed, which is the butterfly attractor. I guess I think it's the monarch butterflies. Those are the only ones that feed on this. And I got it last year. This year it really grew pretty big, but it only has 2 stems, so I'm wondering if it's going to flower this year or not. There is Little Bear lying on my compost heap. I'm glad that I put these tomato cages out. So what happened, I got a whole lot of tomato cages from my community garden because the lady in charge that wants to get rid of the old cages and buy new ones. And my cages look worse than the one she was giving away. So I'm going to take as many as I can. And I was thinking of to add some height to the garden, to maybe grow some vines or something. I have a lot of like squash. I think that's 4 plants is really enough for just me. I have some watermelon, and what I was going to do is trail the watermelon over so that it kind of grows in this kind of area that I have. I push back the brambleberries with a shovel, just push them so I wouldn't have to cut it, and it kind of works. It kind of makes a wall. It makes it seem a little bit more shady though, but it's right now it's like, I think it's like 5 or 6 o'clock, and it looks shady, but it's really full sun over here. So I've been slowly transferring plants that it's actually too sunny for. Okay, these are the glads. These are ones I put in a long time ago when they produced little side shoots. I used to take them out, but now I'm just going to leave them. Most people here in the Pacific Northwest, I think, just leave their bulbs in, and somehow they don't rot. These are zinnia seeds that I saved from last year, and they are coming up slowly but surely. Is that the same? I think it is. The strawberries are producing right now. Everyone's strawberries are. The rhubarb's coming back. I don't know what I'm going to do with it though. I had intended to actually dig it out and throw it away because it gets these beetle things on them every year, and the stems are starting to look kind of raggedy. And I actually picked the rhubarb, but didn't use it this year because of that. I kind of want to start over, I think. But I hate throwing this plant away. I was thinking maybe if I dug it up and put it in a new spot, maybe that beetle wouldn't attack it every year. Okay, so these are some of the, this is the new bed I made back here, and this part is shady. And I just made it by laying boxes down, cardboard boxes, and then I just put wood chips because those were free. And they actually, my neighbor uses a lot of wood chips because they have goats in their yard, so it was easier. He just got them, from the city for free, and then he let me use some, which worked out really good because it's really, and he brought it over here, which was really nice. So I would have had to get someone to help me. That's something that I wouldn't be able to do. Okay, so this is just a short video about the back garden that I'm gonna name it the Gulch Garden. And this is the garden that I kind of took over. It was all brambleberry, and it's railroad, I think, land, either railroad or highway. They put this land to buffer the sound, and as you can tell, it doesn't really buffer much. But it's kind of like a wild area that I think there's a lot of, well, I know there's a lot of coyotes, but there's also a lot of other wild animals down there. Lots of rabbits, and that come up here in my yard. Okay, little bear, thanks for being in the video today. We'll see you guys later.